Homies! You truly are homie if you are here watching this today. I have life updates. So, I am no longer in Washington. I'm actually currently living for the next 2-ish weeks with my girl, Jay Kemp. You guys might remember Jordan from when I was in Italy, and also this next trip that I'm about to tell you about. We went together to Olympic National Park, but now I'm living with her in her house provided by the National Park Forest people. She's doing an internship at Lava Beds National Monument this summer, so I'm here to hang. That's just what's going on with me. I took the Amtrak down here, and I'm gonna do a whole video about the Amtrak because that is an experience in and of itself. But today is not that video. Okay, so there are things that you need to know about Olympic National Park. First, I picked up Jordan in Seattle, and we rented a car from Thrifty, and I would not recommend going through Thrifty. I'm 25 years old, so I'm the legal age to be able to rent a car. I did not know that I needed to have a credit card to rent a car. I don't know if that's everywhere, but that is the rule with Thrifty. I had to have a credit card. They had to run a credit check, and I also had to have proof of a return flight, and I wasn't even flying, so I didn't have proof of a return flight. I couldn't rent the car. Jordan had to rent the car. She's 22, and it cost an extra like $29 a day for her to rent the car because she had a credit card that she could use and she was under the age. Anyway, that was kind of sucky, so if you're planning on renting a car, keep that in mind. But if you're going to Washington to go to Olympic National Park, you have to have a car because, I mean, you can get to Olympic National Park by going on the train or like flying. I think you can fly over to the peninsula, but once you get there, you literally have to be able to drive around. Like, everything is super spread out. We stayed at the Heart of the Hills campground. It was like $24 a night, which is really good for camping, I think, especially in a national park, especially compared to the East Coast. The East Coast had insane prices for campgrounds, I thought. But Heart of the Hills is really close to Hurricane Ridge. However, it's like 2.5 hours away from the whole rainforest, and it's like 2.5 hours away from the coast, like an hour and a half to an hour to an hour and a half away from Crescent or Lake Crescent. Most of these are first come, first serve campsites, but there are lodges, there are campgrounds that you can make reservations. If you are going to make reservations, you literally have to make them months in advance, maybe even years. I'm sure we would have been fine, but it just made things a little more comfortable to know that we had a campsite to return to at the end of the night. So anyway, let me tell you about the highlights of this trip, and then I will put my little B-roll at the end. So first of all, the whole rainforest is a very sought out attraction in Olympic National Park. It is kind of like an old growth forest once again, but it is like full of moss and really interesting tree species and large trees, you know, like kind of like the Grove of the Patriarchs, except on the peninsula. And that's why the Olympic National Park is like interesting, because it has so many different ecosystems and climates throughout the park. So there's a rainforest, there's the mountains, there's, you know, snow, and it's also like 80 degrees at the bottom. There's the lake, there's the beach, there's so many different terrains and different, you know, things to see in one place. The Hall of Mosses is the most popular hike, and it's very short. Something important to note about the Olympic Coast is that it is very chilly. It was pretty like, well, at least for us, because I know that whenever Jordan Kemp's parents went, they had, like, they were there during a heat wave. But for us, it was cold, and rainy and dreary. Another attraction at the Olympic coast is Lake Crescent, and this was one of my favorite things about Olympic National Park. We hiked Maramere Falls Trail, which there's a waterfall over there, and you're not supposed to go in it, just FYI. Oh, you can go swimming in Crescent Lake though, so if you're wanting to like get in some cold water and feel refreshed or whatever, like you can swim in Crescent Lake and it's really pretty. We also tried to go to Hurricane Ridge this day, and it was very, very foggy. Could not see in front of our faces. But the next day we were lucky and Hurricane Ridge cleared up and we could see the mountains and it was really pretty. And then we headed to Rialto Beach, and Rialto Beach was definitely my favorite thing at Olympic National Park. I love the beach, first of all, and also it was like iconic, you know, with these huge sea stacks out there in the water, and the tide like slowly draws back and you can walk over to this thing called Hole in the Wall, and over there it's very you're supposed to be able to see like a bunch of marine life and stuff in the tide pools, but we didn't really see that many. We saw plenty of anemones, sea anemones, but you can walk over to the like hole in the wall and you'll know it when you see it. But if you watch this video, you'll know it even better. But also, another cool thing about Rialto Beach is there's like huge driftwood everywhere. It's awesome. Like, who's interested in driftwood? I don't know, but this driftwood was worth mentioning. Very cool, very, very cool driftwood. On Rialto Beach, wear shoes that are good for the water because you want to go look at the tide pools. If you fall in the tide pools, you might get hurt. And it's rocky, the beach is rocky, so it's very uncomfortable to walk on if you're barefoot. So yeah, I think that is the bulk of the advice that I can give, and also all of the attractions that Jordan and I got to see. Also, fun fact, this is where Forks, Washington is, which is where Twilight is based. So you guys might be able to go see some Twilight things. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate all the support. If you hear, you a homie. It took us the whole day to get to the Hoh Rainforest. We've been going since like 11 a.m. and it's now almost 4. And it's supposed to take 2 hours, and we did have some weird issues along the way. But how did it take us that long? I don't understand.
We never got lost.
Yeah, and the trail that we're going on is less than a mile. So we basically have been out and about, like trying to get to this one place for 5 hours. Yeah. The good news is that we've made it to the rainforest, and it's the only rainforest in North America. Is that what you said?
Yes.
The only rainforest in North America. Maybe we'll see some flying squirrels. Ho. Land ho. Maybe that's why they named it that.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day. Mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you I know you don't wanna talk, but just pick up the phone. We could go for a walk, talk about the things we know. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be.
I feel like I don't know how many days have gone by at this point since we've started our journey in Olympic National Park. We've been camping a lot, and it's been cold and rainy and foggy and stuff. Don't know the last time I showered. I literally don't even know what day it is. Oh, it's Sunday, right?
The 22nd.
Sunday the 22nd? Yeah, okay, yeah. Sunday the 22nd. And we are back at Hurricane Ridge. We came up here yesterday and it was so foggy that you literally, like, we could not see a single thing. We could barely even see the road in front of our faces. So now we're back. It's still like kind of cloudy, but it's supposed to dissipate as the day goes on. And we would like to see some views.
I don't wanna go and waste another day. Mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now? What if you're gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me. May I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now? What if you're gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins? Now I'm lonely and it kills me.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.